And I mentioned at the beginning of the hour that it was a week of highs and of lows, but I only talked about one of the highs. So I'm also going to mention the lows. Of course, as we discussed in the interview that just concluded with David Ferris, Donald Trump is going to get to pick another Supreme Court nominee. In addition, the Supreme Court has ruled in the last few days against the American majority in a variety of decisions. The Janus decision against the workers and their right to organize, the decision in California against women and their autonomy over their own bodies, a number of other decisions as well. Anthony Kennedy, of course, leaving the Supreme Court, but behaving as if he were a Trump nominee in a at least during the past year. So, okay, now we've got to deal with those kinds of disappointments, which is one of the reasons why I wanted to have David Ferris on. One, it's much more constructive to think about ways to fix the Supreme Court problem than it is to just rail at the injustice of it. Two, it's time for us to start thinking aggressively about fighting back. And while David might not agree with me on this particular point, I think thinking aggressively about fighting back includes everything he mentioned, which I love. I love everything he has to say, but it also mentions being unapologetically transformational in your politics. It means we don't apologize for being for Medicare for all. We don't apologize for thinking that every American deserves a job. We don't apologize for wanting to raise the minimum wage or give working people decent benefits. We apologize for none of it because that is the way we win.